And welcome back to Kitesurf Addicted. Here we share everything about kiteboarding. So if you are already addicted or you want to get addicted, make sure to subscribe already just to stay up to date. And in today's video, I will cover the question, how long does it actually take to learn it? Because if you scroll through social media, you will most likely only see crazy people like Jamie Overbeck here, sending double laid back roll kite loops or also S loops. And when you never kited yet, you just think, oh my god, how I will get there. Just let's take it slowly. So we are gonna take it slowly today, and I will break it down into the most three important factors. The first important factor is if you take a private lesson or a group lesson. Normally the way to go is a private lesson just because the progress will be much faster. You will have 100% attention from your instructor and also all the time with you and your kite. So you can really understand how the kite is reacting and get an understanding of it. You will have no distractions and always direct or instant feedback from your instructor, and you can integrate it just to make it even better. Whereas in the group lesson, the progress will be slower. Normally, it's between 2 or 4 people in a group lesson. So you will have waiting times. The good thing in the waiting times is you can see what the others are doing right and what they are doing wrong. So you can make it for yourself the next time then better. But in the end, you're going to have less time practicing and understanding how the kite really works. But it's also a pretty good option if you're on a budget and you just want to get the first steps into kite surfing and save some money. So down here on the picture is the second factor which is important for your progress or how fast you will learn it. It's like how busy the spot is. You can imagine if it's busy like on the picture here, you will have more time to learn than like if you have a pretty empty beach only with you and your instructor for yourself. So this is also one thing to consider, and we go on into the next factor, which is if it's a flat water spot, a lagoon, or a choppy or a wave spot. Let's start with the flat water. Here you have like pretty fast progress. I just talk now through my experience, what I had with my students in the past. Like the first water starts were between 3 to 6 hours. Then for the first turns was between 6 to 9 hours. And then riding upwind was like more than 10 hours. Always, of course, depends on the people. Some learn faster, some learn slower, but just in average. So, and when you're able to ride upwind, that's the point when you are independent kiter and you can rent kitesurfing gear all over the world when you make your course with IKO, so International Kiteboarding Organization. We are also certified. So, welcome to the Kitesurf Addicted Club. This is also the next steps away from your first jumps. So, here it's getting really exciting. Now we see for the choppy or for the wave spot in the bottom, here you're gonna have a slower progress in the beginning. When there are waves, there are other things you have to care about. Also, you need to make the body tracking in the beginning, for example, more intense, and everything is gonna be a little bit slower. So here in average, my students took like 6 to 9 hours for their first water starts, a bit more than 10 hours for the first transitions, and like 12 or more hours for the first upwind riding. Now, when you have the decision where to learn, you think, of course, let's go to a flat water spot. But it's also good to learn in a choppy or in a wave spot and take a little bit more time because you can think if you can ride a choppy or a wave spot and you come to a flat water spot or to a lagoon, it's going to be really easy for you and you just feel, yeah, let's go. You can boost it and make more things that you were able to do in the choppy spot even. But whereas you come from a flat water spot to a choppy or to a wave spot, you're going to have a lot of challenges and you feel like you are starting from zero sometimes. So yeah, keep this in mind and just decide where you want to go, what you want to do. We are going to the last point, to the learning curve for today, that you know this too. In the beginning, your progress will be pretty fast. For your first water starts and everything, you think, okay, I make the double loops soon too. But then after riding upwind already, the progress is a little bit stagnating when you try your first jumps. And here the thing is also always keep trying, never stop learning, go in the water as much as possible, because with every session you progress. And after you landed your first jumps, it's already going up and up again. And you can also make your first back rows and whatever. And after the first back row, two back rows, then is the point coming with the kite loops, and maybe it's stagnating a little bit again. So it's always first fast progress, stagnating a little bit. And in these phases, it's really important just to keep trying, always go in the water, and yeah, keep sending it. If you have any questions about learning how to kitesurf or whatever, just drop them in the comments. I will be happy to answer them as soon as possible. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Peace. Also, have the possibility to learn kitesurfing. Oh, no.